things, and I just, yeah, yeah, things are not ideal, you know. Things are bad, and they always will be. It's a dirty, dirty world, you know, full of corruption and bad people, bad things. Really, there's bad things. Bad things happen constantly. But you know, I don't know. It's like gotta get your hands dirty. You gotta grow up. You gotta grow up. You gotta take the bull by the horns. You gotta go out and no, no. But that's what growing up is. You know, apparently because I mean, it would be really nice if we could all just be innocent. Like I've been living in like a dream world. You know, like thinking things are gonna get better. You know, people are gonna be decent. But that's not what grown-ups are. Grown-ups are not that innocent. And I'm learning. I'm learning, man. Uh, and it's not about being good as far as the law goes. You guys know about the law? It's not about being good. It's about being lawful. It's about doing what you're told. It's about keeping the peace. That is the main goal. And to keep the peace, you have to keep those in control, those with power, in their position. And you have to keep the workers working, and it has to stay that way because any big adjustment is going to cause chaos, and that's not peace, you know? And we all have our little place in this world, you know, according to the law and government, you know. I have my place, which is taking shit all the time. But that's how it is. It is what it is, you know, right? Uh, oh, yeah, it ain't getting better. It ain't gonna be that dream, you know, where people are. I mean, if you want a dream, you got to pay for it. If you want a dream to be reality, you really have to pay for it with your dream, among other things. You know, it's just so screwed up. You know, when I was young, even up till just you know, I've always thought grown-ups are the good ones. They're the ones that learned their lesson and they know what's right. They know right from wrong, but they don't. They they're they're the ones you know. They're just you know they're the ones out there getting their hands dirty and with this nasty, filthy world and it ain't gonna change. More things change, the more they stay the same. You know. And the more you learn, the less you know. And it's not what you know, it's who you know, you know. Me and my little ideals. But, you know, what helped me realize this was I was, the police were called because my mom was being a grown up, you know, getting her hands all up in my dreams, my, my little, you know, ideals. about what right and wrong. She loves to wrong me until I just lose it. And and the police were called because I was trying to talk to intake about what was happening, and she wouldn't stop even while I was on the phone until I started talking pretty serious, and intake says I think we need to send a officer over, and they sent one over. They sent two over, actually, two cars. Uh, oh, and they immediately started asking questions that would they were loaded questions. They wanted to paint me as the aggressor, which I'm always just trying to defend myself. You know, I mean, but they wanted to put me in my place. They want me because I'm just they they play little word games. Okay, like they ask questions that are leading. That lead you to kind of imply that I've done something wrong. And they couldn't because I was just being upfront. I'm like, you're trying to make me look like the bad guy here, and this is how you're doing it. And I was explaining it, and they couldn't do it the way they wanted to. So I have this gas bicycle that I get around on, run errands and whatever I need to do locally, because I don't have a license. And because they couldn't, so he went after my bike. I would ride it around. They know I don't have a license because, hence, the gas bicycle, you know. And so he goes, "Hey, you got any new bikes?" He's trying to be all friendly. Uh, and he's like, uh, uh, "Is that legal?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's like under 50 cc. It's legal." And he's like, "You you got a license for it?" And I'm like, "You don't. You got to have a license, because I was told he didn't have to." But he's like, "Yeah, you got to have a license." And I'm like, "Why are you asking me then?" And that's what I'm thinking. And he decides to enforce that legality all willy nilly because they couldn't put me in my place the way they wanted to, and they didn't like that. So I'm trying to sell the bike now cheap because I'm not gonna be able to ride it again. Even if I had a license, I'd buy a car. I would have bought a car instead of building a freaking gas powered bicycle. Oh, but that's the town I live in. It's probably pretty common around the world that the powerful, and they don't like seeing somebody who is disabled, doesn't work, doing the things they like to do, because then other people see that and they're like, maybe I could do something like that, you know, and that's not contributing to the people in power, and it's not working, and of course they hate that. You go because I don't really pay taxes because I'm disabled and I'm on a fixed income, and it's just you learn that grown-ups just aren't. They learned the lessons that they had to learn, not right from wrong. It's it's a little ironic, I think. Don't you think? Or do you think? Um, can't Are you allowed to think? Really? But that's what I'm going through, and I have been. I've been lost in a dream world trying to figure out. What You know, how is it going to get back to good like it was when I was a kid, when I thought everything was good, you know, and it's not. It's not getting back there, you know, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, you got to grow up. You got to take the bull by the horns and get your hands dirty, and you got to know the right people. You got to know the right people. Don't forget that, because I don't know anybody except my mom, and she torments me with trying to, you know, whatever. But that's what you got to learn. You got to learn that people aren't good. And they can't be in this world, or they suffer like I did, and probably will for at least some time. You know, and like I have for some time. But yeah, that I really wanted to say that. I really wanted to get that out in the open. All right. Bye bye.